greatly appreciate your being willing to come out and support us here. And it's a pleasure to share the evening with you. It's a pleasure to share the evening with you. I grabbed a hold of it and didn't use it. Nice. So I just want to take a moment and thank some of our contributors and sponsors. The massages that are for raffle over here. Needing to Heal, Miss Michelle Rudder. She hasn't arrived yet, but she's on her way and she does an excellent job. I would recommend her highly. Next, I'd like to mention Mr. Jay Bolton. Jay did the signs for us, and he gave us a discounted price, and he actually made a donation of some of the bumper stickers as well. So I wanted to thank him for his generous donation. Next, I'd like to thank Mr. Randall and Dee Ailes of Rising Sun Martial Arts. They've been very supportive throughout this process, and I wanted to make sure to thank them. And if you ever have an interest in the martial arts, I would highly recommend going to their dojo. It's a family-oriented place. Matter of fact, we got a lot of the family here. How about some hands raised? There we go. There we go. And just as an aside, you may be attending the safest campaign fundraising event ever in the history of Cecil County. So feel safe and enjoy yourself tonight. And Miss Neely Spots. Brett and Neely are some dear friends of mine. They've made cash donations to the campaign, and Neely, very talented artist, has provided most of the artwork that is associated with our campaign. She's done a tremendous job. You can find her at Inkspots. It's Inkspots what? Inkspots.com, and you can check out her work. Just to give you an idea, we said, okay, Neely, we need campaign material, and Greg likes red. And then she came up with everything else from that point forward. So thank you so much. It's outstanding. It's outstanding work. Thank you. And finally, I couldn't possibly have this evening without Marty Imperial and his wife Marcia from Elkton Recycling. They made a very generous campaign donation, which has allowed us to even be in this race. The only way that we would be even competitive at the moment is with their donation. You have to have money in order to run a campaign, and they gave us an opportunity to win this race, and we're going to do it. I'd also, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize the committee, the campaign staff who are making this happen. First off, Mr. Wilbur Spots, our treasurer. Go ahead, Will, raise your hand. That's it, yeah, thank you. Will's one of the most intelligent people I know, and when I'm talking about my campaign stuff and about how we want to present ourselves out, I'm bouncing it off of Will. He's very insightful in all that we're trying to do here. Next is Miss Ashley Calvert, who was just up here speaking. Thank you, Ash. She's our social media guru. The reason she pushed our Facebook page so hard is because she created it. She did. Yes, thank you. Yeah. And it was her idea. She said we have to have a dedicated website because not everyone's on Facebook. I know there's probably a handful of folks out there. I know at least one couple who are not on Facebook. And so we are the only campaign that has a dedicated website, and we're very grateful for everything that she's done. Thank you so much, Ash. Also, yes, please, absolutely. My personal assistant, Miss Alexis Calderon, my granddaughter, I don't know where the campaign would be without her help and support. Yes, thank you. These next two ladies, both of whom I love dearly, couldn't get along without. First off, my campaign manager, Miss Crystal Calderon, my daughter, yes. She keeps us on task. She helps us have a cohesive campaign plan, and I couldn't love her anymore if I tried. She's just a a key part of our campaign and my life. And of course, my wife, Becky, I'll tell you, I kind of had been kicking around the idea of running for office. And I was afraid to say it out loud. Because when you say it out loud, then it becomes real. As long as it's just floating around in there, then you know, nobody else knows. And if you decide against, then it doesn't matter. But I came home one day and I said, Beck, I want to run for county executive. We need to change. And she said, all right, what do we need to do? How can we make it happen? And there has not been one naysay along the way. She has been supportive in everything that I have done, we have done here. And I want to say thank you so much. I love you, babe. Now, the reason we're here is a campaign fundraiser for politics, so I would be a very poor politician if I didn't at least say a few words. So I just wanted to say a few things. I have a vision for our county, and it's one of growth. Right now, we have a culture of restriction rather than a culture of cooperation. If you live outside of the Route 40 and Route 95 growth corridor, quote unquote growth corridor, you have no chance of developing your property or starting a business. We have two small business owners right here in our midst who both wanted to expand their business, and they were both stopped before they were even started. They had red tape thrown in their face, and it was not helpful. It was harmful. And we can do better than that. We can do better than that. The requirements for landowners to develop their property or for property owners to expand and create a new business are ridiculous. And we don't need that anymore, okay? We could be a growing, thriving community, and instead we're stagnant. Our population has been essentially the same for about a decade. The population in our Cecil County schools have been within 200 to 300 students, same, for the last 5 years. And we can do better. And I want to say to each and every one of you, thank you, because we will do better. Thank you.